YouTube going on. It's your boy Next. Excuse me. Back with another video. Actually, you know what? This isn't a video. It's a live stream. And got things I need to discuss here. A lot of things that I need to say. For anybody who cares to listen or hear me out, I'm gonna definitely drop some truth bombs today on this live stream. If anybody got any questions that they need to ask me, feel free to ask at any point. I'm going to say some things that's going to be real shocking. Mike Smith, what's going on, bro? Denise, what's going on? I see you. I'm going to say some things. Jeremy Andrew, a gay burrito shop. Wow. All right. But this is going to be a serious live stream, just like all the rest of them. But as you guys can see, if you guys can see, you see my eye. I really got touched, you know. I mean, I handled my own, you know. They didn't go down like everything was planned, but some serious things went down on the live stream, on the last live stream that you guys saw, and I'm gonna address some things. I hope everybody's okay, you know, wherever they are, on the heels of this, you know, TI rally that just went down in Sacramento. I have been, you know, promoting this thing. I've been talking about this thing on a lot of my videos. I said that, you know, I'm going to be at the rally. Everybody come to the rally, the rally, the rally, the rally. And there were some events that took place, some unfortunate events that took place. Let me see. And I'm going to discuss it right now. You know, let you guys know. I was definitely in too deep. This thing is not a game. This is my life. Everybody's living their life. Let me see here. If I can post this up here. And I'm going to get into it. I know everybody's been wondering what happened on that live stream. What was going on there, right? Well, on that live stream, I was in a place where I shouldn't have been, you know? And if you guys can see, can you see my eye? Can you see it? Can you see this? That's a real thing, you know? This is what happens to TIs. This and worse. But I'm going to get into it. I'm going to actually talk about it right now. You know, I hope everybody's having a good weekend or whatever they're doing. I hope everybody's blessed. But yeah, your boy, I was set up. I was set up countless times, numerous times. But this one particular time, I'm going to talk about it now. Like, I was set up, okay? And I was actually in fear of my life at the time. Mr., you know, oh, we don't have to be afraid and such and such. I was afraid in that moment, you know, when I turn on the camera. Um, Let me see. I would love to join that rally for TIs, but unfortunately, I don't have the money to go. Okay. Um, I was, you know, planning on going, but I changed my mind at the last, you know, couple of days before the rally, before I figured out what things are and what this really is. And I'm gonna be 300% with you guys. Like, I don't do this for clout. Like, this is my life. I put my life in these videos, in my music, right? And this is my real life, you know? If you guys, can you guys see my eye? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, so in the last stream, you know, there were some crazy things happening there, right? I was invited by someone from this TI community to go out from where I was and to go down south to where they were, you know. After I thought this person was a real TI, turns out that this person was not a real TI. This person was a perpetrator, a perp. And this is something that I need everybody to understand about this TI community that I didn't understand. I didn't know. You know, this person came off like a genuine TI. You know, this person was on my podcast. This person invited me to come down there and said all these amazing things. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to fly to the rally. We're going to do this together. Blah, blah, blah. You know, TI lives matter. That's why you have to be careful who you trust. That's a fact, Katie. That's a fact. I saw that, bro. They definitely set you up. You're all right, bro. Unfortunately, us TIs can't trust law enforcement. I know. These gang stalkers are vicious. Yeah. I just want you guys to see me right now. And I'm going to explain what happened on that last live stream there. Um, you know, I went down to where this person invited me to come and promised me all of these things, you know. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, you know. I need some help around my house. I'll pay you for this. We're going to cruise. We'll do this, we'll do that. And it was the total opposite. When I got down there, this person was not the same person that I perceived this person to be. Paradox, what's going on, man? Big shout out to you. He said, I'm glad you're back, man. Yeah, this is an important stream, man. This is me explaining what happened on that last stream and, just letting you guys know, when you in too deep into this program, certain things that happen. And another thing, I want to apologize because I have been on these videos, right? I've been on my videos. I'm going to go to the rally. I will be there. I will be there, and I wasn't there. And that's not like me. If I say something, I usually do it. And I'm going to let you guys know why I wasn't there. Because this thing that we know as the TI community is not what we think. Mike says, I see they definitely touched you up. Yeah, it didn't go according to plan. It was 3 perps, right? They tried me, and I think they thought they was really gonna get over on me, but it didn't work out the way they intended it to. But I'm gonna get into it. You know, um, yeah. So I went down to this person's residence, and you know, they were nothing like they portrayed on the podcast, on the phone calls with me. This person was crazy. I mean, like crazy. I mean, just irate, just yeah, just yelling, rah, rah. And then you know, I went down there. First thing, I went down there and I got sick. You know, that's what the first thing that happened. I was sick for like 5 days. I don't know if I was poisoned. I don't know what happened. You know, but this person came off like there was a real TI and lured me in. I was set up. Your boy next, I was set up. And I want people to know that this TI community is not what we think it is. Not what we think it is. Honestly, it's not. I was set up to come down there. You know, there was so many crazy things, so many crazy events. I was psychologically tortured on this journey that I took down there every day until that last moment where it built up and I heard out of people's mouths telling me, well, not telling me, but talking to those perps who y'all saw in the video, you know, yeah, you know, I would set this up, such and such, you know, this person, meaning me, I have a price on my head. We're gonna take him out. We're gonna kill him. I was set up. I was set up to go down there, to be psychologically tortured and murdered. I heard this come out of this person's mouth. You know, we gotta do this. We gotta kill him. Set up to make me look like a drug addict. Set up to make me look crazy. To kill me. I was in fear for my life. You know, I heard the words come out of this person's mouth. This person who has been subscribed to my channel, who has donated to me, who sent for me to come down there. It was all a setup. This person has been watching my videos, and I want people to know how crazy this TI community is, because I thought this person was a real TI who genuinely wanted to make a change, wanted to help get this movement started, this TI Lives Matter thing. It led me to believe these things, to go down there. I heard this person say that. I'm going to give you 25,000. I'm going to give you 25,000. I'm going to keep the rest. We're going to kill this dude, such and such, yada yada. I listened to it. You know, I listened to this person whispering in the next room. There were gunshots being shot off outside of this person's residence in the middle of nowhere. They lured me into a trap. And this is a person that I thought was a real TI, a real genuine TI. Right? So in that moment, I'm going to keep it real. I was afraid because they had me, you know? And if they at any point they wanted to pull the trigger and get rid of me, they could have, you know? And at that point, it was a psyops thing. It was, you know, to get me so scared and afraid, which I was in that moment. I didn't think I was going to make it out of there alive. And I knew something was going to happen. I knew it. You know, like it wasn't planned for me to leave in that moment. But after I heard this stuff coming from this person, whispering to these perps, it was all a setup. It was all a setup. All of it. And just by the grace of God, I made it out of there. Right? I learned my lesson after I let what's her face stay with me. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, this really happened. This happened. This is real. Right? So after, you know, I heard what they heard, I ran in there. I said, yo, this is what you invited me down here for? this is what it is, and this person just gaslit me. Oh, you get out of my room. You're starting stuff. You're high. You're this and that. Ah, ah. Right? Gaslit me. And in that moment, I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here. Right? I gotta get out of here. So I made a couple of calls. I thought a car was coming to pick me up. And in that moment, what I did was I turned on my stream just in case, what I heard. But I knew something bad was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it. I knew something terrible was planned for me in that moment, for me even coming down there. Like that, this whole thing was a setup. And there's people watching your videos, making comments, making donations, and these people are not real TIs, and I'm going to get to that, but, it broke my heart, and then I felt like, wow, I've just been led in a trap, so if they're going to kill me, which I heard these people talking about killing me for hours, I listened to it. They were in there whispering. It could have been a psyop thing. It could have been, I don't know. They were talking about, you talk about killing me, I'm not staying another day. So I made a couple calls. I thought a car was coming to pick me up. I turned on the stream, start packing my stuff. As you guys, I don't know if you guys seen it or it was on the stream live, but at that point, I was in fear for my life. I knew something bad was gonna happen. I just wanted, if they were gonna kill me, it was gonna be live on my channel. You guys would have been able to see it, and you would know what happens to real TIs. What happens? You guys would have been able to watch this and know who did what and everything else that happens, right? So I packed my clothes. I sat by that door thinking that the car was coming, and the car never showed up for some other reasons, right? Next, I'm so glad you're okay. Did this happen? Yes. No, actually, it happened in St. Uh, St. Louis, St. Louis, Mississippi. That's where it happened. And that, which is like 45 minutes outside of Louisiana, right? So, I listened to these people talking about they're gonna kill me. They texting people and they're whispering, I'm gonna kill him. We gotta kill him. This and that, such and such. I'm like, wow. Like I just was blown away by the whole situation, right? Just blown away, and just in shock that I actually walked into this. Just in shock. I listened to it. I packed my stuff. If you guys watch that live stream, nobody knows what that is about. And thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. I listened to this person talk about how they're good at their job. They always finish people off. There was money on my head. There was a price on my head. We're going to kill them, such and such. People outside shooting guns. I mean, it really gets crazy, and I just didn't understand how I walked into this situation. I didn't understand it. I didn't. But it all made sense because nothing happened the way it was presented to me to come down there. Next, come out, we're going to fly you out here. Oh, my darling, my angel. Yes, I need your help, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And again, big shout out to Gma. I see you, Gma, Israel. I really believed this person to be true until I actually got down there and spent some time down there. And things were crazy. Like, it was crazy. I mean, it was it was a setup for me to get down there, right? And I honestly, I don't believe that I was supposed to make it out of there alive. I don't. And I feel like it was by the grace of God that I made it out of there alive. And which let me know a lot about what this TI community is and what this program is and what I thought to believe that what this thing is, right? They paid the way. Yes, they did. They paid my way, Katie. And it's like, this is not the first time that I have been set up, but this was the worst time because I was out there in a remote location. Things was happening, and you know, it was just me, and I was afraid. I was in that moment. Hours before I started live streaming, right? But when I turned on that live stream, I said, I got to get out of here. I have to get out of here. And I thought that there was a car coming to pick me up. And I packed all my stuff and I just sat by the door and I waited. And there was no car coming. And I didn't know that. There was no car coming. Right? And you must have trust in spirit. But we must trust God's spirit. Every TI is not one. Soldiers says God's plan never fails. That's a fact, soldiers. That's a fact. Yeah. So Tracy, what's going on, Tracy? How you doing? Um, and I know a lot of people watched that live stream and didn't know what the hell was going on, and then they saw the end of that live stream, and things got really real. Now this goofy dude, right? The goofy dude that kept coming in and out of there, right? That was just perping and doing perpy stuff. They was perping on me all night. All three of them that was in there, not including the new guy who came in at the end, before they planned on jumping me or trying to jump me. Didn't go down like that, but you know, um, I sat by the door and I waited for this car to come, and I waited for hours, and the car never came. And this person saw that I was live because this person subscribed to me, and this person is they were in there. This was an operation. I was down there living with a perp. They were plotting to kill me. I heard these words come out of this person's mouth. They were plotting to kill me, take me out before the rally, because I had every plan. I planned on going to this rally. I wanted to go. I had my heart set on going to this rally, and they knew that. This person offered me a way to get there, and that's another way that they lured me down there to get to this rally. They didn't peep. You are from right. Yeah. I'm so glad you are safe. And this is another thing that I'm in too deep. I am. And I'm going to explain some things, guys, that I don't know if you guys understand about this TI community or even about a real targeted individual, right? So I waited by the door. This guy walks out. He's knocking stuff over, and he was just like perping. They was perping me. At this point, like I had no sleep. Like I was just like thinking, I don't know, at any point somebody was gonna come in there and kill me, right? And I want every real TI on here. Big shout out to Charles Hall. I see you, bro. Every real TI watching this right now, whether you live or on the playback, to just understand what is happening here. Not only for me, but for you too. And what this TI community is, right? Because there's a lot of people in this TI community who watch my videos, who watch your videos, who leave comments, who have come on my podcast as guests, and they were not real. They were perps. And I need everybody to understand what a perpetrator is. You got a lot of people who throw that word around, perp, perp, perp. This one's a perp, that one's a perp. I even have people saying I'm a perp. Next is a perp, this and that and the third, right? A perpetrator is somebody who comes in our community who pretends like they're a TI, like this person did. That is a perpetrator. They pretend like they're a TI. But these perpetrators are getting paid to set us up, right? Which I have been set up many times. Many times. I have been set up many times. Many times. By a lot of people in this TI community, right? And you guys can see right now, you see that? You see this? I'm just thankful it's just this. Because when that perp came busting back through the door, he left. He was like, oh, I left after they had this big thing. Oh, I hear him in the room. Oh, I'm going to call up my friend. They're going to shoot him through the window. They're going to shoot him. Like, I heard so much talk that night about me losing my life. I called my boy back home, and I told him goodbye. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. You know? I thought it was all over for me. And they knew that they was just like getting off on it, you know. Oh, and I think they might have thought that I was soft or something, right? Because in that moment, I was afraid. They had gunshots going on outside. People, it sounded like people were in the house. The house was really big and messy, as you guys can see. You know, I heard this person come out of her mouth and say, oh yeah, I brought him down here for this. There's money on his head. I'm gonna give you 25,000 for helping. I'm gonna give you 25,000. Shoot him. All we gotta do is kill him. This. They set me up. They set me up to come down there. I wasn't supposed to make it to the rally. I was not supposed to make it there. Right. So when this person saw that I was packing my stuff and waiting by the door, right, and waiting by the door, um, you know, I guess there was text messages, whatever, text a little perp to come back. And this dude was acting tough. He was acting brolic, right? Like he was about that life. This dude never talked to me like that, man. He came back with another guy. If you guys can see, you know, in that last stream, he came back with another guy insinuating that I stole his drugs, that I was sitting there doing drugs. He heard me. This person switched up on me. Like, it was just crazy. Like, that whole situation was crazy. Talked to me crazy. Tried to come up and tried to get up on me. And then next thing you know, a tussle ensued. And next thing you know, we fighting. All three of these perps, they tried me. All three of them. They tried. They thought it was gonna go a different way. I'm gonna just be clear. They thought it was gonna go a different way. I held my own. I did what I had to do, right? I did what I had to do. I made it out of there. You know, I was threatened. You know, after the fight didn't go the way they thought they was just gonna stump me out. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? That didn't happen. This dude pull out a knife. I'm gonna stab this nigga. I'm about to stab this nigga. I couldn't believe it. Big shout out to True Serum. He said, keep the scalpel with you. I should have, man. But you know what? I didn't know, bro. Like, I didn't know that I was being led into a trap until that day. That's when I heard the words come out of this lady's mouth, when I heard them in there conversating about how they're going to kill me, how money is on my head, this and that, she set me up. That's when I said, oh my God. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. Honestly, I didn't. Just by the grace of God, you know, I got out of there. You know, these dudes tried me. We fought. They pulled a knife out on me. Was talking crazy. You know, and I'm like, wow, this is from somebody from the TI community that I thought was a genuine TI who came on my podcast, who sent me donations, who talked to me nice, who talked to me like we were friends. You know, this dude came in there insinuating, oh, you stole my dope and you stole this and such and such. You know, this person saw that I was live after this dude left. Text him. He came back with all this yada yada, you know, about drugs and all this crap, you know. And there was a lot of stuff happening at this house that I was staying at. And the whole thing was a setup. The whole thing was a freaking setup. They tried to take me out, man. That was it. I heard it. They tried to take me out. You know, so we fought. There was a fight. I fought 3 of them. 3 perps at once. 3. They know how it went. I mean, I'm not on here to try to flex and act tough, right? But he tried me, and all 3 of them, we scrapped it out. And I haven't even looked at that. I haven't even looked at that stream since it happened. I turned it off, and things have been crazy ever since I left there. Like, they turned the game stalking and targeting went up, and they turned it up. I mean, everywhere I went after I left there, every place, it don't matter. Like, if I went to a restaurant to eat, if I stayed at a hotel, if I got on a bus or a train, they were gang stalking me, man. I'm talking about heavily, severely. Everywhere I went, they let me know. They turned the heat up. To that point, they turned the heat up on your boy. And you know, I had to come on here and address what happened to let everybody know, because people saw that live stream and they didn't know what the hell was going on. You know, when I started that live stream, I didn't think I was gonna make it out of there alive. Honestly, I didn't. But I knew at that point I was set up. They set me up to come there. All of that stuff wasn't real. And this person from the TI community, who's probably watching now, you know, who was great at her job. There are people out here doing this, guys. There are people out here in this TI community that's lining us up, that's lining us real TIs up to take the fall, to get murdered, to get smeared, to isolate you, to leave you alone. Like, it's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and they're using this TI community to line us real TIs up that I had no clue, you know. At any point, if you think, I have a lot of people saying, oh, Next is a perp. Next is a perp. Now they're trying to make me look like I'm a perp. Now they're trying to smear me and make me look crazy. Because if you guys noticed, when that dude came walking through the door, he said I stole some drugs from him. He said I was sitting there doing drugs. When I was sitting there waiting for the car, I was streaming it. He didn't know that. They didn't know that right away. But when he came back, it was just like, you know, all right, let's go all out. Let's talk about how you was doing this and doing that, and, you know, and then let's try me. Like, you know, because while I was sitting there talking crazy about how you were going to kill me and how you're going to split this money and how you need to shoot me and your friends is coming to shoot me, this one's coming to kill me, right? And I sat there. I don't know if anybody watching has ever been in that position where you are all alone and you are set up and you are in a space. They outside shooting guns. They were outside shooting guns, right? And I was just in, you know, in a remote location where this happens. And I thought about, you know what? How many other people are there in this TI community that's doing this to other people, that's setting people up to get killed, right? They set me up. They did that. You know what I mean? Gotta tell who you trust. Be at King. Oh, man, that's a fact, man. They set me up, man. They did. And I'm just thankful, man. I'm just thankful. I thank God that I made it out of there alive. You know? I fought it out. 3 perps. I mean, I don't even know what y'all saw. I still haven't went back and watched that live stream again. I lived it. It was real. You know? I lived it. It happened. You know? And I just want everybody to know what was going on in that live stream there. Because I know, you know, when I cut my live stream on, I have things to say. I'm not just on, you know, having a party and playing, you know, like trying to get clout and fame and stuff. Because this is not clout. This is not a clout. I'm not a clout whore. I'm not doing this. I don't want to be popular. Right? I'm just telling my truth. Right? I'm telling my truth. And I'm showing you guys through this, you know, format that I have to convert and to relay my truth. These people really set me up and lined me up, right? And this guy came in talking crazy. I didn't even know what this dude was talking about. Talking, oh, you owe me money. Like, he never talked to me like that. And I thought in that moment when he came in there, right, with somebody else, I didn't even know who that dude was. Those dudes never stayed there before. That was all new. That was a setup. It was a setup. I was set up. I heard it. I heard this person say that. They set me up, right? They was in there whispering in the other room, and I heard it. And you know, and that broke my heart in that moment. You know, but I actually learned a lot in that moment. And, you know, I made it out. You know, I was able to make contact with some people. They sent me a car to come and pick me up. After this fight, after I fought 3 perps, 3 of them. 3. 3 perps. I knew something was going to happen to me. I knew something bad was going to happen. That is why I turned on the live stream. I thought they were going to kill me. I mean, like, I'm going to just be honest. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. I thought that was going to be my last live stream, and y'all was going to see my death. What's up, Future Knowledge? What's going on, bro? God Brewer, what's going on, bro? I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. Honestly. But I knew something was going to happen. And those dudes tried me, and I did what I had to do, you know, and I made it out of there. And as you guys can see, this is not a joke. You see this? This ain't makeup. This ain't makeup. This is not a joke. This is my life. And I want y'all to know this kind of thing happens to TIs, to real TIs. You know? We are some of the most loving, compassionate, caring people on the planet. And I guess, you know, unfortunately, there was a price on my head. And, you know, these people were trying to cash in. You know, like let's psychologically damage this, target him, let's scream at him, I'm going to tell y'all, man, that trip was one of the worst mistakes I ever made in my life. I was poisoned. There's no coincidence that as soon as I got there, I ended up sick for, I don't even know, like almost a week.
And then there was all kinds of rumors and all kinds of things going around after people saw this live stream. Because this dude came in there talking about, oh, you owe me money, you stole my dope, you stole this and that. You know, and one thing that I am not is I am not a thief. You know, I am not a drug addict. You know, I smoke my cigars. I might have a drink every now and then. You know, and I could really get into extreme detail about the things that transpired here. But you know what? Maybe at a later date, maybe not. I just really feel called to let you guys know that there are snakes in this community. I don't even know if I can call this a community. This TI community is infiltrated heavily. I was not aware of this. I mean, I know there's like perps and stuff out here, right? And then a lot of people throw this word perp around, perp, 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 right? If somebody say something you don't agree with, this guy's a perp. Why? He don't like bologna sandwiches. He's a perp. Everybody eats bologna. And it's like foolish, crazy stuff like that that happens in this community or whatever y'all want to call it, but I don't know. But there are snakes in this community who are watching your videos, who are being nice to you, who are talking to you, calling you up on the phone every day, sending and these people are perps, perpetrators, perpetrators, people who are pretending to be TIs, right? There's always spies in operation. Yeah, there is, Lindy, straight up, you know. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth because this is my experience and this is what happened. These people came in. This guy came in insinuating that I stole his drugs. I owe him money. Was talking tough. When he came back in, cause he left, and I don't know if y'all heard that on the stream, but he was like, "Oh, I'm going home," And then this person saw that I was live, called him. I texted this dude, and then he came back with another guy. He came back with somebody else. I thought they was gonna kill me. I thought he had a gun. I thought, because when somebody come in acting tough like that, they not tough. They not built like that. In that moment, I thought, oh, all right, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna shoot me. But I'm not about to go out like that. Like it is what it is. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and they're gonna see it. They're gonna see it live on my channel, so they know this is the type of stuff that real TIs go through. We are set up. They set me up. They set me up, and this is not the first time that happened. This is not the first time that I've been set up. I've been fooled countless times over and over again with people who I believe to be my friends, people that I believed that was cool with me, turn around, stab me in the back. And when I thought about it, because I lived this, you know, I really believed that this TI community was something that is not. And then that's when I knew how in too deep I was that I am. I'm in too deep. Straight up. After I left this person's residence safe, a car came for me. Yeah, soldiers. Yeah, they poisoned my food. I was poisoned. When I was sick. This person gave me antibiotics. Was giving me pills. I don't know what was in those pills. The whole thing was a psyops. It was a setup for me to come there. And I don't think I was supposed to make it out of there. Honestly, I don't believe that. People sell out for a dime. Most can't handle the truth. Yeah. And it just broke my heart. It literally, it broke my heart. And in that moment, I was afraid. I'm going to keep it real. Mr. And I know, I have these videos that I made, and I stand by these videos that I made. Nothing to fear. But in that moment, I was afraid. Like when you're in a situation where you're all alone, and these people got you, and they can take you out, right? And they triggering you. They know what triggers you, and they doing all of this stuff. And I thought I was gonna die. I didn't think I was gonna make it out. I called my bro, and I told him goodbye. Called a couple other people. I got out of there, and they turned the heat up. Right? They turned the heat up, and I was gang stalked like never before. Everywhere I went, no matter it was a bus, a train, hotel room, wherever I was at, they gang stalked me like never before. V2K, all of it. And you know what? I had some people reach out to me after that happened. When I explained it to these people, look, this is what happened. And I'm like going crazy, like this is what happened. Big shout out to you. I see you, bro. Waking State, Mike Smith, Emily. And they're like, you know what, next? Why don't you come up here? Why don't you do this? And like gave me a window or a way out. And there was also people who already that I had already communicated with, where they're like, yo, next, you can come here and you can stay here. But I know these people looked at that stream, and I know they formed an opinion based on what they saw, and they didn't know exactly what was happening. And then there were, people in this community that were talking and boom, boom, boom. And I still haven't watched it back, man, because, like that was a real traumatic experience for me. Like I didn't think I was gonna make it out of there. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I didn't think I was gonna make it out. But these people reached out to me from the TI community. Oh, next you can come here. Next you can, next, I got your back, this and that, and one by one, slowly but surely, these people turned their backs on me. And I know it was about that live stream. I know they saw that live stream, and I know that they formed an opinion of what happened or what they saw, and they thought whatever they thought, and these people turned their backs on me, right? One by one, I had people freaking out on me, cussing me out on the over text message, all kind of stuff, you know. And I had nowhere to go. Once again, I made a bad choice. I trusted somebody that I really thought was a TI and got set up, made it out alive, and had nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, no money to get there or nothing. And the whole time, the gang stalking turned up 100 notches everywhere I went. Everywhere. It was something like outrageous. It was like, I don't even know. It was like, it was next level. Like, it really was. Like, what happened? You know? Um, just trying to find a safe place to go to just get some sleep, and to just recalibrate what am I doing? What is happening here? You know? I mean, I got, next time I take that serious. Like, that's a podcast for the TI community. It's a podcast for the people, you know? These people are so slick. They sent one in that just got through the cracks and fooled me and everybody else into believing that they're TI and they really care and all of this. And then look what came of it. Look at this. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? You know, let's make him look like he a drug addict. Let's make him look like this. Let's make him look like that. You know, let's jump him. Let's beat him up. You know, let's try to kill him. There's a price on his head. It's 25,000 for you. 25,000 for you. I'll keep the rest. We gotta kill him. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. I don't know if anybody has ever went through anything like that. I mean, I've encountered many death threats. I've been set up before. I've been set up by people in this TI community, right? That I thought were friends. And that's what they do. They creep in there, you know. They try to establish communication. They want you to believe that they're your friends, that they care about you. So you say, "Oh, girl is a perp," or is she being handled by handlers? What I'm saying, John Doe, is that I was set up, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I was set up. There was a price. There was a price on my head, and they was looking to cash in. And they was going by the manual, the gang stalking. They had a manual, cause like when I went down there, it was nothing but there was nothing that I was promised. It was none of that energy that I received through phone conversations, through podcasts, through none. It was the complete opposite. And it made me wonder, like, wow, how many other TIs? Because I know for a fact that this operation that I endured, that happened, I know for a fact that I'm not the only person that's happened to. And just by the grace of God, I was able to walk out of there with my life, you know? And I heard, you know, "Oh, we're gonna kill him. He think he getting away, such and such." You know, and after I got out of there, the heat on me, the gang stalking that I received was so severe. Everywhere I went, it didn't matter. Everywhere I went, I mean, all the doors, all the people that I thought were friends, right? All of these people that I thought was cool was like turning their back on me. You know, they watched that stream. Nobody, you know, reached out to me, or, you know, well, I can't say nobody. A few people reached out to me. I explained to them what happened, you know, and then it was like, "Oh, you know what, next, you know, you can come here or such and such," right? And then, you know, when I'm en route to go to these places, one by one, everybody, you know, "Oh, I can't have you here," or "F this mother effer," and then people spazzing out on me. These are people in our TI community, right? In our community that's infiltrated, right? And then, and that, you know, in these moments, like I understood why, you know, a lot of TIs don't want to connect with other TIs, don't want to have a relationship, don't want to meet up, don't want to, you know what I mean? Because this thing is infiltrated. It's not what I thought it was. I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe people when they tell me what they're going through, because I'm going through it. But I'm in too deep, and I really feel like that. Like this is a real situation that I'm talking about here. And after that, I had a lot of people. Kevin said that, and a lot of TIs are poor. Yes, absolutely. Next, can you try Michael Barden? Shout out to Michael Barden, man. Um, you know, but um, it made me think about a lot. And then I had all these people reaching out to me. "Oh, go to the rally, the rally, the rally, the rally, the rally." And I don't, you know, like, for the real TIs who did attend that event, shout out to them, man. I tip my hat to them. But I have a better understanding of what this TI community is now. You know, going through what I just went through. You know, these people set me up. They came for me. You know, and I'm gonna always tell it. Like if I get a opportunity to speak my truth, I'm going to. And if they take me out, then they take me out. I said my due diligence. I spoke my truth. This is happening. This happened to me. I had every intention on making that TI rally. But if I would have stayed where I was, I would have never made it. They had other plans for me. I heard it. You know, like I got 40 people on this stream right now. 39. 5 thumbs up. You know, I mean that speaks for itself. You know, but at the end of the day, a lot of this is not even real. Like all of that stuff that happened down there, it wasn't real. It was just a setup to get me there. Big shout out to Meek. She said, "Love you, man. We so missed you at the rally. There were no words for the insanity that happened to you, dude. So glad to see you're okay right now. This community isn't what we are led to believe." That's a fact, Kev. And that's what I thought, you know? And if they take me out for saying this, they're going to take me out regardless. But I'm going to say it. Just like Kevin said, it's not what we were led to believe. Like I thought this community was, and I wanted to believe people. And big shout out to Meeks too. I wanted to believe that this was a community of people who were going through the same thing, but this community is infiltrated with perpetrators, with perps, who are reeling the real TIs in to set us up, whether it's to isolate us, whether it is to kill us, whether it's to have fights, to smear us, you know, whether it's to honey trap us, whatever it is, you know. And it's hard to decipher. And I always think to myself, like, why are people so concerned whether this is whether he's a real TI or what? And I see now, and I understand why. Because you know what? These perpetrators are out here watching our videos, making donations, you know, just trying to form that, calling and pretending like they're your friends and inviting you to come over here. There's a better opportunity over here. And look what happened to me. Do y'all see that? This is real. This is not makeup. Look, they came for me. And I was all alone in that moment. And when I left out of there, right? It was all me. It was only me. And, you know, just like I said, you know, I had a few people reach out to me and said, you know, next you can come here, you can come here, you know, and then when I got en route to go to these places, shut the door right in front of my face. And it was like, you know what, once I figured out this, because I date, my phone is tapped, my computer, I was living with a perp, all of my stuff, my computer, everything. Like I was poisoned, all kind of stuff. And not only that, you know, they smeared me and made things appear to be one way, and people believed that. They watched it and then they're like, "Oh, next door is dope," you know, like yo, if I'm on that, like if that's was something that I was struggling with, you know, tell y'all, man. I would let you guys know what was going on. You know, I just was trying to get somewhere safe, and then everywhere I went, guys, everywhere after I left this person's house, they let me know that we are there, we are here, we are watching you, we are following you. You know, everywhere. I was just trying to find somewhere to go just so I could sit, lay down, and get some rest. And each and every one of these people switched up on me in the moment. I had somebody say next, I heard what happened to you. And it's like, did you hear what happened to me? Did you hear it from me? Because I was the only person that was there. Me and three other perps and a whole bunch of people who were conspiring me to take me out. You know, I'm just trying to live my life, man. You know, I want to see the best for everybody. You know, and guess what? I got walked right in the trap, right into a trap over this TI rally because I really wanted to be there. But then that made me think about this thing. It made me think about a lot because I have a lot of interactions with these people in the TI community. You know, I'm not going to call nobody's name out, but I can call a lot of names out. A lot of them. These people are not real. They're not real TIs, right? Those are the perpetrators. These people are the perpetrators. And they're getting paid, these perpetrators, to get on our videos, to act like they're TIs, to act like they're our friends, to act like they're allies, right? To reel us in. Because we out here, you know, real TI, we don't have no family structure. We don't have no place to go. We don't have people we can trust. We don't have no family structure. The real TIs that's really going through this, right? And they just out here just reeling us in, and they reel you in, and who knows what their assignment is. It could be to isolate you. It could be to, uh, you know, um, to, to talk crap and smear you. It could be to murder you. I seen it. I went through it. It happened. I made it out of there. And it just let me know that I'm in too deep. You know what I mean? I'm in too deep. I don't want to stand around with a bunch of perps acting like they're TIs. You know, talking about, oh, we want justice. There's psychotronic weapons and blah blah blah. These people can't even tell you a testimony or a story about what happened to them. They can't. But they'll pretend and act like they're your friend. They'll string you along, right? I mean, this program is so deep. It's so deep. And this thing is so heavily infiltrated. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to trust. And at the littlest moment, they will take that opportunity to make you look like a madman, a crazy man, you know, a drug addict, like they tried to do me on my stream. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You owe me this and that, blah blah blah. It was piping up like, I'm like, yo, in my mind, I'm like, yo, this dude got a gun. I thought that because I'm like, this dude ain't gonna walk up on me and talk to me like that. I don't care. I thought they was gonna kill me, honestly. And people saw that and they believed it, and it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't care what people believe at the end of the day, because this program is made to make you question yourself. It's made to make you feel like there's no hope. You are all alone. You are gonna die. You know what I mean? And then, like, when I sit back and I think about this over and over again, I can't come to a conclusion about what was in place 100%. I know what I heard this person say. I know what I saw. I know I was set up. I know that for a fact. And it made me think about who else is being set up that doesn't have a YouTube channel, like doesn't know what's happening to them. There's people out here like this. There's people doing live streams every week. The Bible says this in chapters. If you pray, your targeting will go away and such and such. There's people watching our videos. There's people leaving comments. There's people making donations. There's people doing, and I just want to give a one amazing shout out to this one person. She knows who she is, and without her, I honestly don't know where what where I would be or what happened. I feel like she's an angel. This person stepped in at the right time and just helped me out, and you know who you are. And again, like I just want to apologize, because I in a lot of these videos, I'm like, come to the rally. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. And when I had time to really sit down and think, while I was being gang stalked, it didn't matter whether I was in a hotel room, on a bus, on a plane, on a train, wherever. They were stalking me hard. And I got a chance to really think about things and how these people, these perpetrators, that y'all might see me in videos with some of these perps, with doing podcasts with some of these perps, and I didn't know. I had no clue. I just want to believe people, when they say that they're going through this thing. I didn't understand how heavily infiltrated this TI community was. People who call me up pretending to be my friend, like these people are perps and they are a part of my program and they know who they are. And these people have websites. These people are organizing this. These people are like, have conference calls, you know. And it's crazy and it's sad and it's sickening how infiltrated, once I figured out how infiltrated this thing is, I had to really take a second to evaluate, what am I doing here? I don't want to, be having perps on my podcast. Like my podcast is for the people who is really going through this. I don't want them to be using me to real TIs in to set them up to do things that they did to me. People who call me, talk to me like we were friends, and then next thing you know, they just don't give a shit. They don't even talk to me no more. They just they just dip on me like and just treat me like I'm nothing. This has been an ongoing thing behind the scenes. Like I don't put this stuff out here. I don't talk about this stuff. But there are other people who have kept it 300 with me, right? And there's people who just, whenever it's time for them to come and talk to me and get me, making me feel like, we're friends, leading me there, wherever they are. Next, come out here. And, you can come out here. And then next thing you know, cussing me out, talking to me all crazy, turning their back, setting me up to try and kill me. I had nothing. Okay, and another thing, I want to thank, because when this happened, there were people who, put this energy out there and let people know that I was in a situation. There were some people who donated to my GoFundMe. There were people who donated to my PayPal. Thank you guys. Thank you. I just wanted to thank you guys. Perp or not, thank you. You know, I was out here. I didn't know. I didn't know. Have nowhere to go. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Honestly, didn't think I was gonna make it. Right? I didn't know. Moving forward, like I don't know. The heat is on me right now. The heat is on me like never before. You know, and for some reason, like they were really wanting me to go to this rally. Like they really wanted me there. You know, and after they know, because these people know, they know what my thoughts are. They know they're following me. They're tapping my shit. They're tapping my phones. Everything. They're tracing my movements. Everything. They know that I know what that rally was, and everything else. They wanted me to go there for some strange reason. I don't know. You know, I'm like, man, this is really real. I'm in too deep. I am in too deep. There's a price on my head. And for what? What? Why? Because I'm just trying to live my life? Because I want to actually do something to help other TIs that's going through this thing. I want to have a platform where we can actually, come together and, you know, share our testimony, possibly come up with some solutions, start a movement to actually change what's going on. No, I don't want to bring a cesspool. I don't want to be the guy that they use to real TIs in, you know, to make me out to look like a perp, right? But that's this TI community. That's this TI community. Everyone's a perp. Behind your back, everyone's a perp. This one's a perp. That one's a perp. This one's a perp. Perp, perp, perp. Do you guys even know what a perp is? I just highly doubt that people even know what a perp is. But these perps are on YouTube. They are on conference calls. They are at the TI rally. They're organizing the damn shit. Excuse my French. You know, these known perps in the community pretending to be TIs, pretending like they're our friends. You know, pretending. That's why they call them perpetrators, guys. If somebody freaks you out or sketches you out or they're saying crazy stuff, that doesn't necessarily make them a perp. But if they're pretending to be a targeted individual and they're not, they're a perp. That's a perpetrator. I've met some. I thought I was friends with some of these perps. I thought they were my friends. They reeled me in every time. Reeled me in. Stabbed me in the back. Smear campaigns to this day. Act like they're my friends, make donations and everything. And then just, turn it back. And then, everything makes sense. These people are getting paid. There are people dying. There are people getting set up just like how I got set up. Just by the grace of God, I made it out. Look at this. Y'all see that? Three perps. I fought three of them. Three. Set me up, man. Set your boy up. And there's a lot of setups that happens. A lot of times I got set up and didn't even realize it and walked away from those setups, feeling like, oh, this person is my friend. That person is my friend. There's so many psyops and weird stuff that happens in this program. Made me to question what this TI community really is. You know, big shout out to Lindy. She said, "Hey Charles, love your videos." Yes, his videos. Yes, Charles' videos are awesome. Awesome. You know, Lather, check out the most recent video he posted last 20 minutes. Okay, yeah. Um, it broke my heart, to have to go through that. Um, and it just made me think about all of the real TIs, not the perps. Because there's some perps that's watching me right now, right? There's some perps that's watching me right now. Perps that I've talked to on the phone, perps who are on these conference calls, that are setting these things up, who are pretending that there are TIs, right? That's a fact, Lindy. What don't kill us makes us stronger, right? And me personally, like I struggled, like I didn't know, I knew I had to address what happened on that last live stream, you know, and I had to address a lot of things, even though I know, that I'm gonna be made out to look like something I'm not, you know. I'm gonna be made out to look like this drug addict or this, you know. I've been called all kind of things, perp, honeypot, like you name it. I've been called it. And why? Because I come on YouTube and I share my insight, and my info and my opinions on things, and I share my experience. This was an experience that I was a big mistake, but it had to happen. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of that situation alive, and thinking about these perps, right? And I'm talking about perpetrators who have watched my videos, who have donated, who have called me, who have talked to me, who have thought I thought they were friends, and that's a part of this program. Have somebody say, "What is a honeypot?" I'll tell you what a honeypot is, bro. Because I was definitely set up by a honeypot last year. I'll tell you what a honeypot is, my friend. Give me some soda out of here. Big shout out to RC Cola. I'll tell you what a honeypot is. Alright? So, real TIs, people who are really targeted, right? We have been isolated. We have been isolated in this little box here where we don't have any friends, any real friends that we can trust. We don't have any relationships, any, you know, romantic interests, right? So what a honeypot does, because I've been honeypotted, it happened to me, right? They come on your videos, they watch your videos. If you have a video, I don't know, if you have a channel or whatever, this happened to me. This person reached out to me, you know, and she just, oh, Nex, you're so cute, and this and that, and told me everything I wanted to hear. Made me feel like, you know, there could be a possibility for a relationship, a love interest or whatever. Oh, Nex, come down here. We can be together and this and that. And then you go down there, and this is not the situation that just happened. This is something other that happened. And then you go down there and this person's, maybe y'all hit it off and, at first, right? And then next thing you know, they just switch up on you. And they don't want nothing to do with you. But they don't come out and say that. But, they start acting funny, start acting fights and this and that. Next thing you know, you're kicked out on the street in a new city with nowhere to go. And then you end up going into a homeless shelter where they're targeting you there. And like you walking down the street, people driving by you, making death threats, flashing guns and all kind of stuff. Yeah, it happened to me. This honeypot thing. Real TI is like we're so isolated. We're so isolated to the point where we want to have that. We just like who wants to be alone? Like you want to be with somebody. You want to have somebody that you can love who loves you unconditionally, right? And they know that in this program. They play off of that. They play off of it. And they line you up and they set you up. And, let me see. Who is Lather? Just one video is all I ask. What is Lather saying? Making money off of TI misery. Is it becoming a trend now, especially on YouTube? Well, Lather's right, because there are perps who come in this TI community and try to make money off of, I've seen it. I've seen it. Some of these people who are, planning a rally and stuff, they have done that. People have done that and made money off of this TI community. But I say this, like if you're trying to make money, what you don't come to the TI community to do that, And if you are, then there's some perpy stuff happening there, Yeah, I've seen it happen, but you know, I had every plan to make it to this TI rally in, California. I wanted to go there. I wanted to represent. I wanted to help Meeks do the stream, and I wanted to show up, and I wanted to, tell my story and give other people a platform. But the truth is that, and I'm gonna say it, and this is why Meeks' stream was interrupted. The truth is a lot of those people were not TIs at this rally, and they didn't want, you know, that they didn't want me showing you guys these people. So they threw an interruption in there and they tapped in her phone and they did all kind of crazy stuff, just like they did to me when I was where I was at. You know, I was promised, oh, you gonna come down here? We can do some podcasts. I'm gonna help you do this. I'm gonna help you do that. We're gonna go to rally and blah blah blah. And when I got down there, I had some of the worst electronic harassment as far as my phone, as far as my computer. Like I was trying to record some music. My computer wasn't even online. And they were hacking into it, turning on different channels on the mixer and messing things up. I mean, it was just crazy. It was insane. And, I tip my hat to Meigs, for even attempting to go out there and, doing what she does. She's an angel, man, and I want to let y'all know, man, that she is definitely somebody who cares about what we go through. The real TIs, not these perpetrators out here fronting, you know, like they're real TIs. And, you know, with every step that I took after I left this person's house, they turned the heat up. and I was severely gang stalked in my sleep. Even when I was sleeping in a hotel room, where if I got a hotel or whatever, I had nothing. Like I had nothing. I had nowhere to go, nowhere to turn to. They had me. I was trapped. I don't know how far the rabbit hole goes for me, but I'm gonna just tell y'all my truth. And big shout out to Self Contended too. If you still here, I saw you on there earlier. Um, just thank you for being real. You know, um, True Serum says meeting up physically is the best way in this biz. I agree with you, bro, on that. And then I gotta, you know, I have something that I need to say, because I met up with quite a few TIs from the TI community who wasn't TIs, and I walked away from those situations, in that moment, not knowing if these people were real or not, but not understanding how serious it was to know if these people were real or not. Because if they're not real, then there's a hidden agenda there, and it's not good. It's not for your good, right? And in my experience with this TI community, I have made many connections. And that's what I'm going to say. I have made connections with people. And in time, they have shown me who they really are. And in that moment, maybe I didn't want to believe them. Maybe I just, I wanted to believe that they were real when they weren't. And they were just a part of my targeting, calling me up, acting like we're friends, acting like they care. That's a part of it. I mean, I'm not the guy that's about isolation, but I understand now why a lot of TIs don't want to connect with other TIs. You know, I understand now. I do. These people are getting paid to watch our videos, to make those phone calls, to act like they're real friends, to just get information from us, right? These people are getting paid, plotting on our demise, whether it's to smear you, whether it's to kill you, whether it's to further your isolation, right? I mean, like, when you go through what I went through, and then you got people at the end of the day that's still like, oh, Nex is a perp. He's a perp. I mean, like, God bless them, man. Like, because I know, like, that's what perps do. They come in our community, which I don't even know. I can't even call it a community. I can't call it that. I don't know what this is. It's a psyops. It's the missing link that everyone fails to realize here, you know, to this program, right? And I agree. Lather says a lot of fake TIs around, and some are just mentally ill. And I agree with you, bro. I agree with you 300%. But the scale to those people on the larger scale here, right? Because you got the TI community here, right? Right? You got the TI community. 80% of the TI community that I know, that I used to know and love, perps. Straight up. 10% is what you said, Lather. People with, mental issues who think they're TIs. The other 10%, real TIs. Who are getting reeled in, right? Just like me, getting reeled in every time. Reel me in for this. Look, reel me in for this. Reel me in for this. You right? Reel me in for this. Backstabbing. Reel me in every time. And then sometimes they do it so slick to where you walk away from the situation thinking like, yeah, that's my friend. That's still my friend, you know? But you know what? You can't go by what people say. You got to go by their actions and what they show you. And the actions that people have shown me, it never added up. It never added up. I can name names. I can say this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I can go on, right? It never adds up. But if somebody is your friend, you don't even have to question it because their actions show you, you know, that they're your friend. You know, I got 54 people watching this live right now and 15 thumbs up. And you know what? That might be a psyop. Because people smash the thumbs up don't necessarily mean that they're your friends. Like when you really need people and you can't even get them to answer the phone, right? When you really need to get a hold of people and they won't even answer the phone, right? Or when people just like acting like things a certain one way with you and then they show you who they are, believe them. Believe them and leave them. Because you might not get a chance to leave them. And then it makes you think, it made me think like, who is really like, all these people calling my phone, all these people emailing me, all this stuff, all these comments on my video. Same people that's next is a perp. Next is a perp. Next is a perp. While they sit at home in their nice home, you know, sit at home with the folks chilling or, with their families and I'm a targeted individual. I'm going through this. No, you're not. You're a perp. No, you're not. And one thing, once you realize what the situation is, it's like nobody's gonna say, "Oh, next you got me." I'm a perp. How'd you know, buddy? No, it ain't gonna happen like that. They're gonna argue with you. They're gonna mix things up and make it out to make you look like you're the perp. They're gonna call people up. They're gonna turn people against you. They're gonna say next said this, next said that, or whatever the case may be. They're gonna manipulate the situation to make you look like the villain, you know. And I realized, right, gaslight. That's a fact. I was gaslighted heavily in that situation. I heard these people in there, oh yeah, we're gonna kill them. We gotta shoot them in the head. This and that, blah, blah, blah. I ran in the room. I'm like, yo, this what you invited me down here for? What are you talking about next? Get out of my room. Got the mother effing this and that, rah, rah, rah. You're crazy. You're high. You're this. You're that. Ah. Make me look like I'm just high. What? I'm just high? What? Like, it's crazy, man. Like this thing is crazy. I mean, me personally, like, I don't have the time to sit here and make these videos to be a perpetrator, to pretend. I would never do anything like that. You know what I mean? This is not pretend. None of it. That last live stream was not pretend. The videos was not pretend. The music the lyrics I wrote was not pretend. None of this is pretend. And the sad thing about this TI community is a lot of these people are pretending. They have like nice lives. They don't have to worry about nothing. They're getting big checks. And this is a big business, you know? Like when I heard this person talking about how much money was on my head, and then they was talking about what they was gonna do with the money, and we're gonna do this. I could buy a new truck. I can do this. I could buy with the money that's on my head that they were going to collect for my dead body. And then thinking, man, I walked into this. I walked myself into this. They lined me up. They knew it. They knew how to get me there. So every real TI that's watching this right now, I need you to be aware. You know, you know, I don't want my platform to be a platform where, you know, there are perps on there reeling real TIs in. Because I'm pretty sure they used my platform. They used me for that. They used me for this. You know, like I've had perps on next time. I've had perps on next time. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna sit back and they're gonna say, "Oh, next is a perp now." All right. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I didn't build next time for that. I didn't build next time for this. Like I didn't, you know, I had so many plans so many things that God showed me that I thought that I was supposed to do. I don't even know if I'm supposed to, because I don't want to real TIs in. I don't want them to use my platform to real TIs in to connect with these perps. There's people I thought that were my friends, people who I love dearly. I thought these people were my friends. They're not. They weren't my friends. They weren't. They're not. At no point in time were they my friends. They had a job to do. Right, Leather. Let's make that money. Right. That's exactly what's happening here. You know, these people don't care. They don't care about us. It's all about the money that's on my head. And I'm like, wow, the hell, what did I do? What did I do? Like, you know what? I'm not perfect. I've made many mistakes in my lifetime. But for these people to put a price on my head, for these people to set me up to die, and to psychologically torture me to death, push me to that point where I'm ready to go do something crazy or kill myself, right? Because that's what they want. You in a position where you don't know who to trust. You know, you just want everybody to find God. You want everybody to, you know, walk that path that God has for them. You know, next perps don't use their names. That's a fact, Seldridge. That's a fact, bro. You know, and you know, just having this weekend go by, you know, with this TI rally, right? And big shout out to every real TI who was there in attendance. I'm pretty sure they don't know what this TI community really is. A lot of people don't. I didn't know. I didn't know. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot more to this thing than what I even know now. You know? I wanted to be there. I said I was going to be there. But when I really took a look at this thing, a lot of those people, I've met some of those people, you know, in Chicago. Like I've seen some things. Like I've met a lot of people right? In this TI community, people who swear up and down they're TIs, but they're not. They're really not. And me personally, like, I don't have the physical strength to sit here and say, this person's not a TI, person's a perp, this person's a perp. Perp, 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 perp. Right? Because that's what people do. That's what they do, you know, in this community. You know, a lot of it is so fake. Like, I came in this community thinking that, oh man, I'm not the only person going through this. These people are going to relate to me about what I'm going through. They'll understand me. We can collectively come together, right? And we can work together to uplift us, to uplift ourselves. We don't have to ask anybody for help. We don't have to ask the government for help. We don't have to, I mean, like, these perps are saying stupid shit. Let's go to the FBI and file it. Like, these, like, what? Oh my God. Like, and the worst thing you can do is look at me, man, and pretend like you're my friend and lead me into a trap, right? The worst thing you can do is string me along, and that's what they do. That's what they do, right? And then, trying to figure out, when you're in too deep, right? Because I am. And I don't care if nobody believes me. This is my story. Like, this is what I'm going through right now. This is what I've been going through my whole life. This is not a game for me. You people are at home chilling, sipping, eating a sandwich, ordering pizza. I'm out on the street. I just escaped a death trap while people are out hanging out and chilling and doing, going to work every day, getting paid. I'm out here. You know what I mean? I'm out here. I don't have no family members where I can depend on. I don't have nobody who really have my back generally. And you know what? Maybe that's what they want me to believe, right? Because I know that there's good people in the world. But where the hell are they when you need them, right? When you standing in a freaking bus terminal full of perps. Let me take that back. Because I know a perp is a person who pretends to be a TI, right? But when you out and you being gang stalked, these are stalkers, gang stalkers. When you standing in a bus terminal full of gang stalkers, trying to figure out where to go, you know, trying to make phone calls, and then people don't answer your phone calls, and like, oh, next, you know what? Things has changed now, this and that and the third. And it just plays right along with what's happening to me. This is not for show, and I'm going to tell y'all, and this is what it is. I don't have time to play around. Like, I really live this. Like, TI Lives Matter, man. I really live this life. When I go outside and there's people out there coughing and waiting for me to come out there and trying to put pressure on me, I'm like, what's up? But when there's people out there shooting guns and talking about killing me and setting me up, that's a whole nother situation that I highly doubt people have been in. And if people have been in, now my heart go out to you because I've been there. People are plotting to kill you. The same people that's making donations, that's watching your videos, leaving comments, inviting you to stay with them, leaving you isolated, playing the shit out of you, playing you. Oh, come on down here next. Let's get it started. Let's get this thing going. As soon as you get down there, It's a total different situation every time. These people are not going through that, man. I'm going through it. You know? You see this? You see my eye? Do y'all see that? It was really bad. I mean, it was. I mean, it was. You know, it's going away now. But I just wanted y'all to see that this is real. You know, I fought off 3 perps. Three. 1, 2, 3. And I thought I was gonna get killed. I thought the way the dude was talking, I thought he had a gun. You know. You know. And it's like, who can you trust at the end of the day? Who? 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 You know. This program is a lot deeper than I thought it was. And these people are everywhere. You know, after I left there, I went to many a city. You know, I didn't have time to make a video or that it was gang stalking me that hard. Right? And the people that reached out to me, each one of them flaked on me. Each one of them. And they all had a story. Or just spazzed out on me. Or, when the door was time, the door was open. Oh, come out here next. You know, which made me think every time I get myself in these situations, I have somebody reach out to me and say, you know what, next, come out here, man. And then what happens when I come out there? I'm being showed who these people are. Coughing, coughing every 15 minutes. They're around me. There was even situations where it was made to look like it was a great experience for me. With some of these people from the TI community that I walked away from. And it was just another part of this psyop. This is a real thing. I don't make videos for entertainment. I don't make videos for clout. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm just putting my story out there because I could be gone tomorrow. They can come for me. They let it be known every day since I left that, since I realized what's going on. They know what I know. They've been tapping my phone. They've been listening close. They know where I'm at right now. I could be gone tomorrow. But I did my due diligence. I told you guys what I went through. I showed you guys. You know, I had so many things planned, so many things that I was working on. And every time I came to, make things happen, brick wall right in front of me. Or I got some more perps sending me this way or sending me that way. Or just dissing me or talking crazy to me. Right? And I'm really out here. You know? I'm out here. You know? And I got a chance to watch a little bit of Meegs' live stream. A lot of that was interrupted. And I have my theories on why her stream was interrupted, right? I have my theories on that. You know? Because you know what? A lot of those people are not real. A lot of this shit is not real. A lot of it is not real. I mean, just like, this situation where I was invited to come down. I wasn't just invited. Like, this person called me every day. Next, I need you to come down here. I need your help. We're going to do this. It's all about the TI community. Boom, boom, boom. And then when I got there, it wasn't about no TI community. It was about laying around, yelling, screaming, acting crazy, pissing me off. A bunch of other stuff behind the scenes, right? It's a lot of behind the scenes. A lot of behind the scenes with people that I thought were my friends. I thought these people were my friends. I'm isolated. I'm a real TI. I mean, I don't care if you believe me or not. I don't have to validate nothing. I know what I went through, right? And I know to you who are watching me, who is gonna get off of this live stream and call your buddy and say, next did a live stream, he's a perp, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. I hope you feel great when you catch that perpy check you get every week and understand what that money is, right? Because all money ain't good money. And if you are low enough to work for these people, to actually pretend like you a TI, to target other TIs, like like that's worse than being a drug dealer. That's worse than being a hitman. I honestly, like, that's what this person was. Let me into that situation. That's a fact, soldiers. Bloody money. Bloody money. This is next level bloody money. Right? And y'all want to kill me? You want to take me out? Oh, you just want to torture me to death? Right? That's, like, what is that saying? I'm trying to live my life, man. I just want everybody to, to make it to that next level. And a lot of that stuff that I was saying in my videos about we all need to come together, we all need to do this, I don't feel that way anymore. I don't. Because we all ain't TIs. Like, this is a business for these perpetrators that's acting like they're TIs. It's a business for them. Oh, we got next level. Oh, yeah, we're going to kill him. I sat there and I listened to these people talk about killing me for hours. Maybe an hour or two. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has been through that. I don't know. But they had me right where they wanted me. You know? And where I'm at right now, I could be right where they want me to be. Every day is not promised. Like, I'm in too deep. I don't know about anybody else. And I know how they say, oh, everybody's targeting is different and all of this crap. Right? I don't know about that anymore. All I know is what I'm going through here with me. And at the end of the day, when you in too deep, and every door is closing around you, right? And these people are calling you up, oh, next, I care about you, man. You know, you can come here and such and such. And you can always come here. This is always your home, right? I mean, this thing is so carefully masterminded and plotted out for each real TI that's going through. You don't even know. Like, you will be second guessing everything. Be second guessing the paint on the shirt. Like, what is this? Some smart dust they don't put on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I really go through this. I've really been going through this. And I go through this. And for everybody who watched that live stream, right, and didn't know what happened there, what was going on, or you formed an opinion about who I am based on that live stream, or if you're just another perp that's just watching me because you just want to watch me because you're getting paid to watch me, or I've had these people in this community that's all planning these events and everything make death threats against me. Death threats against me. You know? I don't do nothing to these people, man. I'm going through things every day. Every day is something new. And these people making death threats against me. Right? But see me, I'm not in the business of calling people out. Like, people expose themselves. You know what I mean? I can just tell my story. You think I want to be sitting here with with my face looking like this? Y'all know me. I like to get fresh. I like to stay trimmed and up and everything. You think I want to be sitting here on this day, you know, speaking my truth right now about what is happening. You think I want to be doing this right here? No. But for every real TI who is watching, I just need y'all to be aware that these people will line you up, because they line me up every time. Every time. These people, there's no love in these streets. It's just hustlers in these streets. They don't love me. They don't give a shit about me. They're just trying to collect. They're trying to figure out how to reel me in so they could just keep the psyop going or kill me and get rid of me. I lived it. I'm going through it. You know? And it's sad. It is. You know? Because these people are watching me right now. Probably laughing and whatever. You know? Oh, yeah. You know, we got them. Blah, blah, blah. You know? I mean, that whole night that they was doing that to me. Right? They're making me believe that somebody was going to come in there and shoot me and kill me. I was shook. I was scared. I was afraid. I'm not going to lie. I thought if I took one step, shot was going to come through the window and kill me in my life. You know? And that's been it's been a reoccurring theme. Like, you know, when they turn the heat up and you get yourself in these situations where you walk yourself into a trap, they'll make things appear to be one way. And it probably might not be that way. Or, you don't never know. It might be. I thought I was going to die. Straight up. You know? And that's the type of thing that happens to real TIs that's going through this. I felt that I needed to come on the heels of this TI rally, you know, shout out to TI rally, and just explain why I wasn't there and explain what happened on that last live stream. You know, I needed to explain. I mean, I can go into details, right? I could go into extreme details, you know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these perps that's watching, they're sitting back laughing. Ha ha ha. Yeah. You know, because that's their job. They're perpetrators. They're not real TIs. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want nothing to do with none of them. Because if you fronting like you a TI, I mean, this ain't nothing glorious. This is not like I'm a Oscar award-winning actor, or I'm a, Grammy awarded, music artist. You know, you fronting like you a TI, then you guess what? You know, there's ulterior motives there. And these perpetrators, they don't have anything good in their heart for you or me or any real TI that's going through this thing. And these people are out here in large numbers. I've been to some cities, trying to get away from all of that, that was happening down there in Mississippi, that was happening in Louisiana. And everywhere I went, every place I went, gang stalked phenomena, gang stalkomania was happening. Everywhere. Every bus, every train, every restaurant, every bathroom, all of it. This is not a game. It's not a game for me. And where the road leads for me, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. perpetrators to come on like they did on Next Time, perpetrating like they real TIs, you know? And they did their job. They did their job. Because people watched that live stream and they was like, oh my God, Next is this, oh my God, they were doing drugs and this and that, right? Doing drugs. Oh my God, Next is a drug addict, right? No, let me tell you something that's real, man. Like, I went through some things in my life. I've done drugs. I've had issues with drugs in my past. You know, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna make video. I'm gonna talk about it. All of the stuff that I've been through. If God blesses me with another day to be productive, or I'm not getting electronic harassment, where I can actually make these videos, I'm gonna make them and I'm gonna talk about my experience, because that's all I can do is talk about my experience. I'm not gonna be a guy saying this one's a perp, this one's a perp, this one's a perp. Honeypot is a setup, and we are still, yeah. Honeypot is a setup, and guess what? I have been on the honeypot circuit. If y'all wanna, yeah, it's happened to me. It's happened. It's played out on my channel. You know, it's played out. And so all of these people fronting like, oh, we're TIs, and we need to do this and we need to do that. You ain't no TI, bro. I hope you do something real. You know, I hope you do something real, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Do something real respectful with that money you collecting. You know what I mean? Because people are dying. People are being set up to die. People are being hit with directed energy weapons. Whole families are being destroyed. People are being kept away from their children. People are being made to look like criminals, rapists, crackheads, AIDS patients, whatever you want to call it. You're dying. And these perpetrators, like these same perpetrators who want to call us out, and they don't want to get a job, and they're lazy, and they're this and that, right? Oh my God. They don't want to do this and that and blah, blah, blah. You're not a TI, man. You're not. Fake ass fucking TIs. Got me cursing right now. Please excuse me, man. I'm really like, I still haven't gotten over all of this stuff. It's not just what happened in Louisiana, what happened in Mississippi. This has been an ongoing thing. Ongoing. Not just with TIs that I met, people that I've talked to on the phone. They have come and gone. They have act like they cared about me, like they were friends of mine, like they really cared, right? It's a part of it. It's a part of it. It's a part of my situation. It's a part of my targeting, right? And I want to be clear and let people know I did not start my YouTube channel for clout. Like, I didn't start my YouTube channel because I wanted to be popular. When you go through this, when you're a real TI, you don't even want to be, you don't even want to talk to people. You don't even want to deal with nobody. You don't want nobody to see you. You just want to stay out of the way. But I felt like I needed to tell my story, and this was the only platform that I had to do it, because I was infiltrated on social media. They was gangs cyber stalking me years before I even knew what this was. And I wasn't even like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I was very afraid coming into this thing. I'm shadow banned. My channel was shadow banned. I don't get the views that these other people get, that these people come on YouTube and say, oh, there's no such thing as this and such and such. And you look at their subscriber, they have 10, 15,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers. Like, they get, I don't come on here for views. I don't come on here for clout or none of that. You know, like, I just speak my truth, and I try to say things in a way where it could possibly somebody can learn from my experience. You know, because I went through that. Hopefully, you don't have to go through that. You know, like, if I could say something to just reach one person here, that's a real targeted individual. You know, I don't do this for entertainment value or purposes. I'm not looking to get rich off the TI community. That's another story that's been planted upon me. Oh, he's just trying to get rich off the TI community. That's retarded. And you know what? If people really knew what this TI community was, you want nothing to do with it, because it's not real. A lot of it is not real. A lot of these people coming on, oh, next, yeah, this and that. The same people who set me up. They might not have set me up for me to be killed, but they set me up to isolate me. They set me up to run smear campaigns on me, to tell people, oh, Nexus like this. He's disrespectful. He's this. He's a monster. He's on this and that. He's on drugs, and he's blah, blah, blah. Like, he's a perp. Nexus is a perp. You know? And all I wanted to do was just tell my story. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. And then things spiraled into what it became. And I'm passionate about what I do. I don't just want to make random videos like everybody else. Just turn on the camera and start talking. Like, this is happening to me. I wanted my videos to be different from everybody else's. You know? Just wanted to tell my story. Before something happened to me. I don't know. They turn the heat up so bad. Like, I'm getting gang stalked so bad right now. Like, you guys have no clue how bad it is for me right now. You have nowhere to go, no one to turn to, nobody you could trust. But you got a whole lot of people fronting and acting like, oh, I got your back and this and that, and we're friends. We're friends. Like a TI in their own community. Oh, okay. It's no community, man. Whoever you are, like, I mean, it's really not. I mean, that's my experience. I'm gonna share my experience with you, and then you, if you are a real TI, you will see what I'm talking about. It's real, and it's not a joke. Whether I make it to see another day or not, I don't know. You know, it's a psyops going on, 24 hours. I'm being watched. I'm being followed. I'm being harassed. I'm being stalked. This is not a game for me. I'm not sitting back by the pool watching my dogs run around. I'm not sitting back with the family eating dinner on the terrace. It's not a joke. Soldier says, trust God next. Yeah, that's all I could do. That's all I could do. You know, that's all I could do is trust God. That's all I can do. Because at the end of the day, it's the end of the day, you know. And these so-called people that's in this community, right, who are targeted, that's out here fronting, they're not really real. They're not. You will see for yourself. All TIs, like, we're really going through this right now. They'll play on our weaknesses. They'll take the opportunity to take you out whenever they want to, right? They'll set you up. They'll line you up. Everybody's connected. You know what I mean? I've learned that going from city to city to city. I have been to many cities from the last live stream that y'all saw. Been to many cities. And what I want to tell y'all is this. I'm in too deep. Straight up. This is not a game for me. This is real. Whether you believe it or not. I want to thank everybody for, riding with me. Whether you're a friend or foe. Whether you're a perp or a real TI. Thank you. Because you can see what your work has done. You've done great work to, to hurt me. To set me up. To lead me into these situations. To make me believe that things are one way when it's really not. All I did was I just wanted to tell my story. That's all I wanted to do. I don't want to see anybody hurt, slaughtered, or killed, or tortured, or go through anything that I'm going through. I have a lot of things that I want to say. I'm not going to hold y'all up, for this. I'm not going to hold you for your whole Saturday, or Sunday, wherever it is that y'all are. But just know that I'm in too deep. And when you're a real TI going through this, you can relate to what I'm saying. This is not a psyop. This is not me making no fake, phony videos. None of my videos are fake or phony. I'm just going to say that. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. Am I going to turn my back on the TI community? Well, let's just ask a question here. What is the TI community? What is it? What is it? When you figure it out, then you will know. But one thing that I do know is that they make people feel like they always got the one up on a person. They got the one up on me. Can't trust anything. Look at me. You see that? Look. I didn't go down. I didn't go down south for that. I didn't go down south for this. And I don't know if any real TI has been through what I've been through with this TI community. So again, I ask myself, am I turning my back on the TI community? No. Did they turn their back on me? No. But there's perps in this community that's heavily infiltrated who did their jobs due diligently. All of them. And they're out here. And they're going to do their job. Whether you realize it or not. They're going to do their job. And what is their job? To perpetrate. And what is perpetrate? It means to fake, to pretend, right? And then you ask yourself, why are these people pretending? Because that's a part of it. It's a part of it. And I wish with all my heart that this wasn't my story. That this wasn't what I had to go through, that led me up to this point, right? I wish. But unfortunately, it is. I don't want to live another second in fear. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But I got a lot more to say. And did I turn my back on you? No, I didn't. I just realized a few things that I didn't know before. I'm going to keep telling my story. As long as I have breath in my lungs and I'm able to do it, I'm going to keep this thing going. I'm going to keep next time going. I'm going to keep it going. Are there going to be, cracks in the, in the pavement? Yeah, it happens sometimes. I don't want to give a platform for anyone to come on fronting like they're TIs, right? I don't. But you see this? It's still here. That happened. And a lot more things happened. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'll tell you about it. If I have breath in my lungs and I'm able to tell you about it, I want to tell you about it. But, I have some serious thinking to do, And, for all of y'all who are, a part of the PSYOPs and fronting like you TIs and doing this, God bless you, man. God bless you. Right. God bless you, man. Straight up. I know what it's about. And I don't have any words for you. Like, you could just, keep doing what you're doing. I don't have any words for none of them. I sat back and I watched the live stream on Meeks' channel. Big shout out to her. And I felt like, man, I should have been there. But then a part of me would say, no, I shouldn't have been there. I really live this. I don't want to be standing around with people fronting and just a part of it, a part of the psyops. I don't have no energy to stand next to those people. I'm not answering my phone. You call. I don't have anything to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Straight up. And big shout out to Meeks B again. She's straight up, man. And I salute her. And I salute every real TI who was at that event. And I apologize again because I promised everybody, every viewer, perp or not, I said I was going to come. I said I was pulling up and I would be there. And I know a lot of people pulled up expecting me, looking for me. But I know a lot of those people weren't real TIs. They weren't real. And they was a part of it. And that's why I wasn't there. Because I don't have time for them. I don't have time for them anymore. I don't. No one dies, but you can spend eternity in the lake of fire if you don't repent. I hear you, Gypsy. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. You hear that, guys? You can spend eternity in the lake of fire if you don't repent. I mean, going through what I've been through, like, this is not a joke. This is not a pretendo. This is not pretendo 64. This is real. This is my life. I'm going through this. And, when you go through what I went through, or what I'm going through currently, what I went through and what I'm going through, you feel like there's no hope. There's nobody you can trust. Nowhere to go. No money. And you just out on the streets. And you just out here. That's when it really gets real. That's when you know you are in too deep. It's your boy Next, man. I hope and pray everybody's doing well. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. But just know that I said what I said, and I meant every word, and it's real, 300%, whether you believe it or not. Or go be a perp and go say, oh, Next is a perp, Next is this, Next is that, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna get out of here though, man.